So I guess Mars or Legion going to be playing outside of the position 3, but that's not
10
crazy
seconds
unusual. The one issue that they might run into now is Keen being
remaining.
able
5
to
seconds
exploit that
remaining.
a little bit with one of their picks. Like, I think suddenly OD is looking really nice for Keen
Keen. Yeah.
potentially. Like the save is just so free against everything that Ocean have. Like they've really got a lot of single target lockdown. And then you've got two strength cores that are going to get completely shredded by sanities. So
Yeah,
Dire
I could see
team
that. You've already got the Bristle who's going to be taking the aggression. I like the Troll as well, someone that's going to be on the front lines. So, yeah,
yeah,
maybe they could round out the draft with an OD and have him rush the Ag Scepter.
yeah, it could definitely be a possibility. I like the troll just as a strong laning hero as well, to kind of augment um, the support a little bit. Either with the
10
disruptor, just from the
seconds
perspective of okay, we can spam and trade and make the enemy team hesitant about
seconds
going on
remaining.
us, or good combo with the Keeper of the Light being able to just spam the axes constantly and get CS and push them back that way. So uh, pretty nice.
Team
They've got
Gaming's
blind on
early to
blind
ban.
as well to make life hard for the Legion commander. Necro is the ban. I think there's a lot of ways to count to at least punish these two, like the double melee cores so far from Ocean. Have to see what Keen go for.
It's ironic, right? Because Keen have
10
already
seconds remaining.
banned out in their first two picks, actually, two of the things that could punish this melee
5
core lineup
seconds remaining.
with the
Yeah.
Earthshaker and the
Yeah, that's
Pangolier.
So what is Ocean? I'm still wondering, like, what is Ocean's best carry here? I mean, I guess it could be. I guess it's possibly just to carry Mars, right? And then like Legion off lane, and then they're looking for their mid as the last pick. So I guess we can also put mids in the conversation. And I brought up the OD for Keen, though I guess it could also be a possibility for Ocean, though maybe a little bit tricky against the supports on the Keen side. But
Yeah, it's going to be heavily dependent on what actually is this last pick for them. You know, if they do
Yeah.
go for the OD, it's not meta, but maybe Ocean can go for something like a sniper. I don't know, something that's able
Right.
to be there on the back lines. They've got enough tanky heroes in the front. Okay, Puck, it works
Alright.
together. Maybe it's a bit of a deny pick from Ocean's
Yeah.
side to stop them from getting that combo.
yeah, pretty stable laner as things go. Doesn't really have too many hard matchups, and it does also provide a really hard deterrent to any kind of
10
idea of
seconds
Ocean
remaining.
picking the OD. But they're still gonna take it.
Select your heroes.
Yeah. And as well with the Keeper of the Light Chakra Magic, it's not just going to be the Bristleback that can benefit from it. Puck, another one of those great heroes to give it to, just for maneuverability, for extended periods of silence, and you're going to be able to clear out this Chen creep wave quite easily with it.
You sound like you're talking through a tube
Oh,
at the moment. I think.
Any better?
Yeah. Okay, you're back. Yep. it just sounded like you'd grabbed like a cardboard tube and were just talking down.
Maybe I was, you
Talking
know?
down into the microphone.
You don't know me, Basskip.
That's the new casting meta.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, I'm happy I brought up the OD because I do think it gives some. You could see that there was some thought processes happening on both sides around that hero, but Ocean's still gonna go for it in the end. So this is a very, from what I understand, this is a pretty darn good matchup for the Puck, and you can just give OD such a hard time with early points in the Waning Rift. So have to see how it goes. ZC certainly got the cosmetics here. Let's see if he's got the plays to back it up.
He's got the, what would you call it, like a stag beetle head on the
Yeah.
on the OD.
OD is another one of those heroes that I have this opinion for Clockwork, and I think it's the same for OD. There are a bunch of awful head cosmetics for both of those heroes. But this one's okay. It's on the approved list, at least.
You got a black screen?
Yeah, I just have a black screen here.
I got a black screen.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me, but this is a little bit unexpected. I don't even have like, I mean, I can open the console, but
that don't show much. I mean, I've just typed in status to see like a bunch of pings, but
yeah. Oh, this is a first for me. I have never seen this before.
Do you think it's worth me trying to disconnect and
Maybe,
see if it's...
Yeah, maybe hit like the disconnect in the console and try reconnect and see if that works. I mean, I imagine this must be happening for everybody. It can't just be the two of us. There's no way.
You would hope so. Okay, it did like kind of a little splash screen, and it's saying finishing loading now. I had about a split second. Oh, are you into it now?
No, I'm not. Should I DC and reconnect?
Just give me 1 sec. It's just done the last.
Last part of
the
they've paused it, have they?
Are you in now?
Okay, yeah, it's fine. So they like paused it as the
on the black screen.
Yeah, on the black screen. Okay, that was interesting.
Erica just griefing us, you know.
Yep. Because did we even get the versus screens?
I got the very end of that when I reconnected.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. That's weird, but we got the game now anyway. It's saved, folks. We're fine. We in here. Okay, so Ocean, how are they running this? It's definitely OD mid. Yeah, it's just going to be Mars safe lane. So I think a lot of this comes down for me to how well the Legion commander does in lane. And if like the Legion gets off to a good start, they're able to pressure the troll. Because if they can put the troll down a bit, then that is going to slow down Keen's lineup quite a lot overall. But God, I've just seen Bristleback Coddle take over games so hard. Because all Bristle needs, he doesn't even have to worry about mana really. He just has to tank up as much as he wants and run at people. So
it just makes you scale up also much quicker, right? I mean, right now he's laning together with this Disruptor. I wonder if they'll try and change that up a little bit, or if it's just going to be about throwing out a lot of these axes and trying to win the bot lane in that regard. Because Disruptor, a good amount of harass in the lane. Just with that Thunderstrike, you can pressure out a lot of what these supports are doing. Already have the magic stick on the Mars, so he's in it for the long haul. Yeah, the thing with the Coddle is that it makes you farm faster as well, right? Well, not only faster, but also just be able to spam your quills more freely to be able to get the farm going. So definitely scary. Erica is blocking this bottom lane. Ocean, seeing that with their Observer Ward, may choose to... I was wondering if they were going to choose not to block and just have it bounce off the tower. Looks like that's going to happen kind of anyway here. And Erica has opted to go for the Whirling Axes first. Afu's still holding a skill point. Whirling Axes to get one of the CS. Okay, gets 3 out of the 4. That's pretty good. 4 CS so far for the Puck on mid, doing pretty nicely. Did go for that Waning Rift first. And now going back into the Orb, so... sort of the expected move here. Make it a little bit more annoying to try and get the secured CS with the Astral. We've seen Keeper of the Lights in past games go that crazy stack build or stack meta where they can just get the 1 point in the Illuminate, quickly stack up the Ancients as well as this small camp. And it's typically when you do it with a TA, but considering you've got a Bristleback on your team as well and you're going to be able to flash farm that nice and easily, wonder if that'll be the name of the game for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him go for some stacks. I think they can shove. He's looking, Alpha's looking for the side pull here, but didn't quite get the time. They do get the pushback. TZY ending up in a pretty big creep wave there. And lots of trading happening, but so far favoring Keen pretty heavily, and they do have the headdress on their Keeper of the Light, kind of keeping everyone sustained. So Erica going for the really stat-heavy build, not going to be punished too much. I guess the other interesting thing to point out is that he didn't go for a Quelling Blade early on. Happy to kind of just play this in ranged form for the beginning of the lane. Erica going to try and fog out this shot, but it's only a level 1 Shadow Realm, not doing too much end of the day.
TZY is going to be looking to snipe as many of these neutrals as he can. actually using his Q to harass out some of this Radiant aggression that's coming through, and he's just going to be able to pick it up himself. Nice efficient usage there.
Okay, so I think that YDS has been body blocking out this small camp just to make sure that the Chen doesn't get anything too annoying. A bit of a trade happening at bottom, but Legion just purges off. Yeah, Bristle getting gone on up top. Looks like he might be dead. One more touch from Ola's gonna do it. Lots of trading still happening bottom, but yeah. What even happened there? Did he get speared back, or?
He did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I figured there wouldn't really be any other way to kill the Bristle, but it's very nice. Salves up immediately on the Mars, and that's going to be faster phase boots, or even just the, the buckler and the chainmail coming out. It's going to be a really big boost for their sustain in this lane. Ooh, they do get the root on the Troll Warlord at bottom. Throws out the Whirling Axes, but can't afford to chase too far forward. What's happening over here? XMY dead. Fairy Fire keeping him alive. Bristle still chasing though, and one more Quills will bring him down. And Mars didn't bring out a ton more regen. Actually, Bristle might just be thinking about this dive here. One more Quills looking like it should be enough. Stick charges plus the Rebuke. And Bristle will have to think twice about continuing.
Just that slight little pushback doing all so much. It's the great thing about having all of this area control on Ocean. It means that they can be much more confident in their teamfight potential, not just the couple of abilities on Mars, but the Dark Willow as well.
Yeah. It's good, but so far lane's definitely being won by Keen. 1k gold lead, CS going their way across the board. Dark Willow going to be forced into the Shadow Realm here, but Fame just manning up. Not really getting any hits successfully onto the Troll, who's actually going to continue the pursuit. He's got the Whirling Axes back up, looking for the hits. The heal is there from TZY, and that's going to help keep the Dark Willow healthy, but Erica's still on top of him, and here comes the nuke. Afu continuing to spam out the Chakra Magic, really making this Troll Warlord a terror.
Yeah, good positioning as well, making sure he wasn't standing in the middle of that creep wave and getting punished by the creep waves just hitting him.
Oh, what's
happening?
We were
talking about mid lane as well. Yeah, Puck having a really good time against this OD.
Yeah, just sitting here, putting on a lot of pressure. YDS does walk in, hoping to just get a Thunderstrike down, but ZC's seen this rotation, so not going to happen. And Puck actually going to go and try and swipe some bounty runes. Looks like it is going to be maybe just the two, actually. Little heads up play from the Chen. Looks like he denied this bounty over here with his little hill troll. So there you go. Oh, I missed the kill on bottom. Fame's dead again. Nothing that TZY can really do to help out. And ZC very low at mid, salving up. YDS making that rotation around here. Is getting scattered out by the hill troll once again.
Bristly's got a big creep wave following onto him. He'll be able to take it out just with his passive Bristleback. He's actually gone the point in the Viscous Nasal Goo as well, so even further kill potential on these lanes.
Yeah, definitely going to give him... Well, nice once he gets the Warpath up, right? Just another way to get some stacks. They do have a Dream Coil dropped at mid. OD doesn't have the Imprisonment, and that TP in from XMY really not going to do anything. Does throw a couple of auto attacks onto the Disruptor. And almost gets a kill out of it, but Chen really not the best hero for that kind of rotation. So that really hurts for this OD at mid. Puck's getting, I wouldn't say out of control just yet, but definitely having an amazing start against the OD.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised actually that we haven't seen this Chen use the Divine Favor yet to try and get a winning gank matchup going on.
Yeah, I guess who's he gonna...
Willow, I suppose?
Who's he gonna bring in? Yeah, Willow's alright. So, Legion's TPing back bottom, does have a Bracer, but Troll already sitting with both Wraith Bands, has a full Magic Wand as well, just tanking up, getting all these stats going. XMY with his little army will be able to bring down YDS's Courier, but looks like he should still be fine. And Mars, stick charges to potentially go for the arena, but... Bristle a little tanky and Disruptor a little fast for them to go on.
I'm liking this as well. He's not maxing out the Glimpse straight away on the Disruptor, just going to secure the lane as much as possible with that Thunderstrike. Makes it easier for the rest of his team. Right now, they're not going for team fights. You know, if Ocean are trying to bring the fight to them, maybe they'll change it around, but for now, he's happy to just sit back and be a bit more passive.
What's Puck up to? Alright, rotating bottom. trying to make another use of the Dream Coil. And this would be a great gank if they can also get it to line up with the Siege Creep here. Maybe take out the Tier 1 tower. Puck moving through. Wants the kill on the Dark Willow instead. They know that Legion Commander may be a little bit tanky to go for. And this doesn't quite work out perhaps how they're expecting, but they've still got a pretty big wave to come and pressure in here. OD may be heeding the call to come over, but they're just going to try and nuke it out with their Legion Commander. They're back behind the tower. There's the Silence Orb in a bit of a weird direction. So they are looking for this kill on Fame. TZY over in the trees, losing a couple of couriers elsewhere as Bristleback, somewhat out of position, needs to try and dodge this Spear of Mars if he can, but not going to happen, and he'll get brought down.
They're happy to go again. Afu using his Chakra Magic onto this Puck means that the aggression is just going to keep coming. He's got a creep wave, no glyph remaining, and there's the Dream Coil.
Coil on 2. They're trying to snap it immediately with the pushback, but Odie's come down, drops the hammer immediately. Troll Warlord still surviving, though, and he does have the Battle Trance available. Erica not popping it just yet. At the very last moment, now turning around onto TZY, but ZC, this is why they picked the hero. They've got the Astral to control him, and they will end up losing Erica at the end of the day. That was exactly the TP that they needed on the side of Ocean.
You don't really want to leave this, especially now that the Arena of Blood isn't on cooldown. This Bristleback, he's going to have a pretty good time trading against this Mars, even though he's got the magic wand. It's not the sort of thing where you can get an easy kill onto this Bristle.
Yeah, and the Pendant's actually putting out a lot of damage on Bristle here. The one nice thing out of that little engagement bottom for Keen, at least, is that Disruptor went and grabbed a ton of levels mid. So YDS already level 5 should be a pretty fast 6 for him, and that does give him, well, it's only given him the 1 point in the Glimpse actually, opting to pump up the full 3 points in the Thunderstrike. I don't know if I like this 3rd point.
Yeah, I mean it gives a good extra amount of damage once you get that 2nd point. I completely agree. Level 3 though, I think maybe that's the point where they just really want to be securing these lanes, really want to maybe be pushing out and stopping a lot of the aggression coming from this Chen, perhaps.
Oh, Puck walking up onto the high ground. Is this going to be enough damage, though? There's the orb away. He's also got the little jaunt. Gets out of there with the Waning Rifts. We do have OD hunting for something, but he's caught by the kinetic field. YDS trying to juke this out, but he's got the crown upon him, and he's just going to try and run back in. We do have a Dream Coil dropped into 3. OD opting to break that immediately. They do just want the bounty rune, it seems, and they hold back the Bristle. He will not be able to keep on fighting. Afu with the pushback onto TZY, able to grab 2 bounties himself on the bottom side, so just the Disruptor death and 3-for-1 bounty split.
Yeah, I mean, ballsy play there to just opt to snap the coil right next to a bounty rune when you know that Keen are going to be there trying to contest it. Even the level 3 Thunderstrike onto, I believe it was just ticking onto 3, not enough to deter it.
Yeah, I guess they knew that they still had some control, and that Puck was out of spells at that point, so... But yeah, that was still very brave. Legion Commander's got the phase boots picked up, but getting really heavily pressured by this troll, who is just going to be going for the full fighting build, opting for the Diffusal Blade first. Puck's just working on a Veil, and Bristleback has picked up his Vanguard. So for Keen, you can definitely see the kind of aggression and the kind of timing that they're going for. Not going to let Ocean sit back and get any kind of farm going.
Arena's back up.
Yeah, but they're knocking this Mars around. Difficult to land the spear. He does finally get it, but the Bristleback, they've got the Static Storm Kinetic Field locking the Mars down. Who's ganking who? Mars still getting some help, but they've got the Glimpse back. Legion Commander looking to lock in the Disruptor, and they do find that kill. Bristleback now somewhat outnumbered. Afu looking for the pushback, but does get caught by the Brambles, and will be the 2nd kill as Ocean bring everybody to bear on top lane.
I'm loving that, though. As soon as they've got that finished up mechanism, they know that it can take the fight. Mars not worrying about the fact that it's a Bristleback only that they're catching out. It baits out the fight for the rest of these
There's a coil at mid. They want the Legion Commander dead. Erica still looking for this, but here comes the imprisonment, and they've got a spear waiting after this ends. Ocean still have enough TPs to mount the full assault at mid lane, and they're going to get another core kill. Oh, that's a nice deny, but is that going to cost him his life? It looks like it might. They've got a Bedlam waiting. Yeah, YDS just going to try and throw it a bit more damage, but also dead. And Keen, despite still holding on to this net worth lead, have fed a bunch of kills in the last couple of minutes.
You wanted to see from their end, I think with this Bristleback, they do need to realize that this is the hero that you're playing this draft around right now. You have the Troll who was picked off previously. I don't think mid was the place to be. You know, on the bottom side, he, as you said, he went this fighting build. He didn't join in on that team fight at top around the bounty rune. And, you know, if you're not going to join in then, not sure why you want to be in a vulnerable position to get ganked otherwise.
Yeah, I think Keen got a bit greedy, right? They thought that they could take top with just like 3 heroes, and then also tried to put pressure on at the same time. I think they just got a little bit ahead of themselves, right? All they needed was Troll to keep on farming for the defusal, and then for Puck to also be there.
We got a wraparound coming here from Ola.
Yeah, it's got the Arena of Blood ready to go. It's going for just a straight-up Desolator this game. And then BKB is the follow-up. So lots of damage going to be coming out for him. Legion Commander just trying to find a little bit of quiet time on top to grab a bit of farm. TZY hasn't had the most amazing game, but does have 10 dual victory damage. When are they going to get... They still don't have the Will-O-Wisp on the Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, no Will-O-Wisp and no Diffusal Blade finished up yet on the Troll. Should be a dead Chen, maybe?
No, not quite. I mean, they even had the defensive Astral if they needed it. ZC's actually chasing forward, looking for a little bit more. Puck with the spells back up, and that was a Static Storm Kinetic Field committed to no avail. It did draw a lot of TPs from Ocean, so maybe a little bit of space for Keen, and still nursing this net worth lead, but it does seem like the approach that Ocean are taking this game is just take every fight that gets offered to them.
I'm not sure about this Veil build on the Puck, though. Where's the follow-up from the rest of your course?
Yeah, it's really not amplifying very much, hey. I guess you've got 3 points Thunderstrike, but
nah.
Yeah,
that ain't it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I guess is Boots of Travel just a feel bad item now? Is there any world in which like, oh, I'm having a good start, maybe I just get BOTs first? It does still save you a lot of gold. You can still apply a lot of pressure on the map, but
it does. And he's going into the Blink next, so it's kind of okay. They weren't really ready to fight around the Troll at that stage. Maybe now they will be once he finishes up this Blink Dagger as well.
I guess with the Chakra he can kind of be his own follow-up, but yeah, it's not what they were hoping for. Got a glimpse back on mid, but this Mars is still pretty tanky. Puck gonna keep poking and prodding just in case a full fight does break out. Though they've got Bristle pressuring top lane at the same time, and Troll is just hitting Ancients, so I don't think they're actually too interested in taking an all-out brawl currently, but they're keeping Ocean's attention mid at the very least.
Some really nice items coming out as well. The Clumsy Net to be able to use in combination with a lot of their other abilities that require people to be in the one spot. The Will-O-Wisp, the Static Storm is going to be really useful.
Well, Mighty S walked up onto this high ground and I think may have just walked into his death. Knockback from Afu. They do have the Will-O-Wisp to maybe save him, and it looks like they are actually going to keep this Disruptor alive. I think he just wanted to do a little bit of warding up on the high ground here. And an immediate smoke now out of Keen. They've got the Static Storm back up. And finally the Will-O-Wisp, the Troll Warlord with his Diffusal Blade. He brought a couple of salves out. He's healing up. They're going to be looking for a real fight. They've also got the Dream Coil. This OD's kind of low. He breaks the coil. Puck, not the healthiest. They haven't dropped the Will-O-Wisp just yet. Now it comes out. The Arena of Blood pushing back the Bristleback. They're dragging in all 5 heroes. Static Storm dropped on top of them. The Chen sustain is there, but it's not enough for the Legion. And now Mars also getting run down. Double kill for Erica. ZC trying to escape, but Keen well on the front foot, turn around, looking for the Sanity's Eclipse. They will get a little bit back as they bring down the Disruptor, but not done just yet is Afu. He wants this Dark Troll Summoner at the very least, and that is a 4-for-1 trade in favor of Keen.
Yeah, what a great first rotation, really, coming through from Keen. That was the first 5-man team fight that they've taken all game, taking advantage of that Imp Claw as well as the finished up Diffusal Blade, and a triple kill going the way of Erica makes him move so much closer to that BKB. They've gone in, nice Blink.
Yeah, looking for the Puck, and that is actually going to be a pretty easy kill. And Blink Dagger unveiling for TZY. Pretty nice. But yeah, the Troll Warlord did an insane amount of damage in that team fight. Definitely making great use of that early Diffusal Blade pickup. Ocean's still fighting back a bit. But do they have any... So they've got their Force Staff, Deso, and Blink now up. So actually a bit of a timing coming together. I guess we'll have to see if they can get, you know, smoke or maybe some kind of team fight on the other side of this.
And you can tell that OD, he just wanted to get something out of this early game. The build-up into Ags isn't the greatest for OD. You feel a little bit vulnerable, so requiring that Force Staff, both for the mana as well as just some of this maneuverability that you need in team fights. And I don't know if the Ags are coming a little bit too late.
Yeah, it is kind of slow. His net worth is not amazing. You can still see the result of this mid lane matchup against the Puck. Really having a hard time, and Puck even going to be cutting the wave a little bit down here at bottom. Difficult to find. They thought that he was still in the trees, but Blink was still available, so able to jump a little bit further away though. The tower will still end up falling. XMY picking up that last hit. And meanwhile, Keen are just over in the Roshan pit. More than happy to trade away that bottom tier 1 tower if that's going to be an Aegis for them. And this little bit of extra gold also going to get them quite close to the Halberd on the Bristleback, and Erica getting a step closer to the BKB on this full Warlord.
Yeah, I mean, if it was hard to kill him before, good luck now. Any sort of team fight where each team gets off their full kit and it's a pretty decisive victory it's going to be looking pretty rough. I don't think OD had the greatest team fight yet. Yeah, he got the hammer off onto 4 people, but he barely hit anyone.
Yeah. And Puck is leading everyone in a merry chase. I think all 5 heroes on Ocean were just chasing him around on their side of the map. That is some huge space created, and Keen should honestly feel confident to take a fight in this spot. Bristleback getting some mana back. Chen is running top. Pops down an Observer Ward. I think that was spotted by this Radiant Obs, and Keen are even pinging the high ground. What's the TP situation like for Ocean? They've got all of them available. OD first one onto the front lines to defend. Legion just farming. Mars trotting back, also just grabbing a little bit of farm here as Keen pressure top. They cut mid and now try and swoop all the way over onto the opposite side of the map, trying to completely cut off Ocean from being able to make anything happen, because there's still a tier 1 mid and a tier 1 top, so it's not really like Ocean have other places to be. They're smoking, but there's 3 heroes kind of isolated here.
It was under an Observer Ward as well. They caught the back hero.
Dang.
I am liking this a lot more. You know, we said this about Keen in the previous days, where they didn't seem like they were playing as much as a team. This seems much more team-oriented, you know, with the Puck going in, even on half health, half mana. I think he didn't really have too much in the form of cooldowns either in that big team fight, but the rest of his team was actually there to back him up.
Yeah, Keen just... I mean, Ocean are just letting Keen take whatever they want now that they've got this Aegis in hand. And I think they're going to go and poke and prod at the high ground again just to force them back. That is going to get the Dark Willow TP. Mars still holding his. Legion has come back. Has a little bit of this double damage duration. Is going to be looking for some kind of a wraparound on the side, but needs to be careful. Goes for the jump in. Finds the Disruptor. Can they keep him alive? The Will-O-Wisp is there, and that's actually holding back the rest of Ocean as well. Legion Commander well out of position. Rest of the team completely unable to connect. I think he thought that they could run in at the same time, but not able to do so against these ultimates. And now YDS living will be able to get off a combination. And Bristleback on the front lines more than tanky enough to take these hits, and gotta be careful with the positioning against the Glimpse. They do get the arena out, but here comes the Yule's combo. Static Storm, Kinetic Field onto the OD. No way out for him. Erica has found his target, locking him down. Will finally be able to get into the imprisonment as a buyback coming in from the Legion Commander, forcing them back. Keen Gaming just resetting. They don't have any of their AoE control left, but Puck still thinking about it. Glimpse going back, getting the Legion Commander out of their faces, and really good discipline from Keen to just reset after that fight.
Yeah, good discipline, and as we were just saying, much better team fight, and playing around your team. Not only saving the Disruptor from getting gone on by the Legion Commander, but a fantastic placement of that Will-O-Wisp by Arfu means that the rest of the team are in no position to try and join in, and then being able to turn it around onto him.
Yeah. Part of it is the nature of their heroes this game, right? They have picked 2 pretty team fight heavy supports that are kind of able to help one another out, but the team play aspect definitely shining through a bit more for Keen. Keen in this one. And Ola almost has BKB. Ocean, what are they doing here? Again, looking for this jump onto the Disruptor. They get the knockback. Disruptor not dead quite yet. Will finally be brought down. Also an awkward situation for Keen. They're fighting while their Troll Warlord is just showing on the top side. They're going to go for the Bristleback now. He's speared up. This is going to be a lot of damage. Puck doing his best to save. Nice 3-man Dream Coil. Bristleback just fighting in the front. Troll Warlord is going to run in here. BKB popped, looking for the fight. He's focusing on the OD first, but the defensive imprisonment is going to mean that he's fine. Ola's still pretty tanky. They lose the Keeper of the Light. At least the next volley of Puck spells will pick up the first kill for them here, but Erica, he's somewhat getting kited. Only has 30 seconds remaining on this Aegis, and the instant that he pops the Battle Trance, well, at least instant that he pops the Battle Trance, he just gets kited out.
Yeah, I mean, you talk up a team and then they do something like that.
Yeah, that's fundamentals, right?
Yeah, clearly showing on the top side, and you get the fact that you can be feeling confident with this early lead in terms of the net worth, but you had no vision of the Tri-Camp area. You knew that's exactly where the Ocean were, and you know, you were just jumped on in the previous fight by the Legion Commander, so you know Disruptor's the target, and still you're happy to make that movement. It just seems a little bit weird, and
yeah.
I can kind of see why they were trying to do it, because they reach another little power spike here with the Troll Warlord hitting up onto his level 15 talent. Actually, he's gone for the Whirling Axis damage instead of the Max Fervor, so I would have thought that maybe they wanted the additional objective taking potential that +3 Max Fervor stacks provides, but no, going for full team fight it seems.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no way that you should have 4 heroes standing here while your position 1 is showing on the top lane. It's just
with no vision.
Yeah,
in this area
it just does not work. At least they've still got their gem, so able to keep on dewarding and really restrict the vision on the Ocean side to their side of the river. So still applying good pressure. They're smoked up now. Will-O-Wisp still on cooldown for 15 seconds. Static Storm was used for that attempted kill, or the attempted kill that we saw at mid, but Willow able to just TP.
DD is going to be very handy if they spot it out.
Yeah, definitely nice. Okay, they're pinging it now. Is Erica going to ask for a bottle, perhaps? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so they're going to bottle this up on the Troll Warlord. Needs to get a lot done in the duration of the BKB, but he's still got an 8-second BKB. Mars just walking forward. Team not really here. He does not see anything currently, but he's got the BKB. Here comes the glimpse. Is he going to pop the BKB right away? He will not. Double damage getting popped now. The BKB from the Troll Warlord wants to chase down this Mars, but it's just a BKB for BKB trade. And like you said, the vision lacking a little bit up onto this high ground. So Keen will just have to back themselves out.
Yeah, and you know, the game going on for that little bit longer means the Ag Scepter finished up now on the OD. A lot more of that save potential that's come through, finishing up into, or getting closer towards the Sange, and then eventually the Halberd on the Legion Commander. It's looking like a bit of a precarious position for Keen. Not quite as easy as it was once looking.
Yeah, this the 2 charges of Astral, I think, are really going to put a spanner in the works for Keen, especially with the Bristleback not having BKB just yet, right? Like, he could easily just get put under non-stop in every single fight, and also having that additional save potential, definitely going to be a big deal as Ocean. Alright, they go back to their sentry, they smoke up. They don't have any vision, but they know they want to contest this outpost. So they're going to send the Legion Commander uphill first. They do get a little bit of vision established. So now a decent place for them to maybe take a fight. The Bristleback is showing on mid. They don't know who's behind him, but I think they just want to burst him anyway. He's not really facing the right direction. He's got his back turned to the rest of the team, and the Puck comes in with the counter initiation. Bristleback, can he survive any longer? They're popping the BKBs to try and muscle him down. He does have a buyback available. Troll Warlord getting somewhat isolated from the team. Puck looking for the reset, gets the silence onto the important backliners, as now the OD getting isolated, stuck inside the Static Storm kinetic field, and here comes the buyback. The Chen trying for the save, but the Will-O-Wisp is splitting up this fight nicely. XMY will be the next one to fall as Erica finds a double, and Keen Gaming, led by this Arcane Rune Puck, start their march down the mid lane.
Yeah, it was a heavy commitment there, forcing that much attention and that many abilities out just to try and take down this Bristleback. As you said, if he was facing a bit more towards the rest of his team, it might have been a bit of an easier prospect. And this might be 3 heroes going down here. It is.
Yeah, Legion just trying to cut the wave, buy a little bit of time. Bristle's already up onto the high ground, muscling through this tier 3 tower. There is a glyph for Ocean, and only 10 seconds to go on the respawn for the OD, but Mars needs to take a second to go back, grab a little bit of mana. Looks like this should be one lane at the very least, and Keen Gaming, when they grabbed those neutral items, they found something pretty big. They got this Orb of Destruction picked up, so helping to make really quick work of that lane of Rax. And now Roshan's respawned, so heading back in that direction as well.
Yeah, Orb of Destruction plus the Sticky Goo plus a Troll attacking it means that Rosh is going to drop really fast. And when you've got a Bristleback, not too many better holders of the cheese.
And Ocean, you gotta deward this high ground. There's just no way that once the enemy team takes a lane of Rax that you can leave a ward like this. It's just like Keen are feeling so confident. Okay, here comes the deward. They just know, they're like, oh, they're still at their base. There's no way that they're really gonna get here in time. I think Bristle should probably be tanking. That's what Eric is calling out for here. Yep. Swap it over quickly. There is a scan, but there's no movement in this direction whatsoever from Ocean. They're just kind of grabbing a couple of neutral kills and
smoke coming through though from Keen. They're keen to start this team fight as quickly as they can. Level 18 picked up by the Troll Warlords, so
yeah, they see something. They gotta hasten this puck. He's running forward. OD definitely the target. Can he save himself? Able to imprison for now. TZY gonna go running in, try and help out the OD, but the Will-O-Wisp is waiting for him. He's muted, he's silenced, he can't get out of there. Mars was also thinking about going for it. Now finally comes in with the Arena of Blood, but it's too little too late. 3 of his teammates are already down, and Puck is just playing with them in the back line. Should easily be able to phase shift this Cursed Crown. They get the glimpse back onto the Dark Willow. The Bedlam doing decent damage, but Erica still has the Aegis, so that now gets claimed. Buyback immediately as the Dark Willow is going to try and save the Mars. He does still have BKB available. And Keen Gaming trying to decide exactly what they want to do here. They can't get Megas, so they are just auto-attacking the tier 4s for a little bit. Glyph is still available, and I think Ocean can actually take a fight in just 10 seconds time. They've got some respawns coming. Keen was a nice fight from the perspective of getting all of those kills, but looks like not really going to get any objectives, unfortunately.
Yeah, Afu was the complete MVP of that fight, creating a great Will-O-Wisp off to section off a big area of the team fight, but on top of that, the Dream Coil comboing together with a Blinding Light means that A, the coil was snapped, Chen was in no position to try and get off his mechanism, he still had about 5 seconds left on the Hand of God, and that could have been the big difference in the rest of the team being able to sustain up for long enough to turn a fight around.
I did not notice the Blinding Light snap on the coil, but yeah, Keen definitely finding a little bit more coordination. Ocean going for a smoke here. Their vision situation is not great. These are just a couple of disruptor illusions, which they're going to realize now. And in fact, Keen are all the way over on the other side of the map, just huddled up together, actually under a smoke of their own. They do have a telescope picked up, and both teams kind of running blindly into one another here. The vision is not great. Afu does have a couple of Observer Woods. The Will-O-Wisp just about to come off cooldown. The Chen gets jumped instantly with the Abyssal Blade, but they're able to keep him alive, and now the imprisonment coming in. They want this Troll Warlord. I'm not sure if that's the best target for TZY, but Erica still taking decent damage. Looks like he might be able to get off the battle trance. No! They bring him down, though the OD is already dead. XMY on the backline's getting focused. Bristleback doing so much damage. 9 stacks. Legion Commander not even tanky enough to sustain this. That's a double kill for the Puck. Afu still surviving. Ola trying to grab at least one more kill before he goes down, but he's silenced. He's disarmed. He's getting knocked around, and Bristleback gets the triple kill to end it. No buybacks available. Actually, the OD just getting his now, but Keen should be able to march down. But I don't even know if they can get an objective again. We'll have to see. They got 4 heroes alive.
I think they can. With this Bristleback, he's beefy enough.
Yeah, just gotta get him some more stacks. Pump him up.
No glyph available. I mean, you've always got the Keeper of the Light. Yeah, there we go. Just being able to spam him out. Maybe that's the strat. Maybe he needs an Ag Scepter just so he can keep spamming.
Yeah, he can constantly
get even more.
Yeah. Definitely can be a thing. Alright, so they're gonna get the secondary lane of Rax here. It's not... I mean, it's not GG just yet, but the win probability hovering dangerously close to that 100% mark, Danog. And, I don't know. Ocean that was about as good of a fight as they could have hoped for, right? They killed the troll. He didn't get BKB off. He didn't get the battle trance off. So basically 0 impact from him. But unfortunately, once again, the OD just gets found and instantly killed.
They used essentially everything except the Sanity's Eclipse on the OD. Sure, he probably didn't get as many right clicks off as he wanted to, but when you think about it, the fact that they were able to take down the Troll Warlord before he was able to pop anything, you know, no battle trance, no BKB, no wand, no nothing, and the Chen able to survive and get all of his sustain off, and you still lose the fight 1-4. Pretty rough.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad luck. And Keen just gonna move into position down here, take out this bottom tier 2 tower. They've got everything back off cooldown, so ready to rock and roll. Disruptor working on this Aghanim Scepter. I don't know if he's gonna finish it before this game gets closed out, and Puck just loosely applying some pressure, but the waves are pushing themselves anyway. Legion already getting popped by the Dagon, poking, prodding. Troll Warlord just sitting back.
He wants to go in and catch one of these supports here.
Yeah, he's hiding in the tree line, but the BKB's already been popped on the Troll Warlord. He's looking for his target, and he's actually found it. The OD coming a little bit too far forward. That Abyssal Blade getting him perfectly into position. OD now forced to buy back. Puck getting gone on, but able to just phase shift out everything. Mars in the front lines, doing what he can. They're going to throw out the duel onto the Troll Warlord. They did end up losing Afu. They knock him all the way over. Can they actually bring him down? One more touch does it. Bristleback still fighting, but he's now being controlled by the Astrals. And Ocean, it seems like they've actually found their fight. Bristleback in danger. Nice silence from the Puck. Gonna buy Bristle a couple more seconds as the Will-O-Wisp comes in at the very end out of Afu, but it gets knocked out instantly, and Ocean do actually end up with the win there.
Yeah, fantastic play by Ola there, being able to get that Blink Dagger up online. Realizes that the squishy target in this game is going to be the Keeper of the Light. Sure, he's got the Ghost Scepter, sure, he's got the Mechanism, but doesn't really matter all too much if you're just getting chain CC'd by all of this minus armor, forces the buyback out of him, and then secures the remaining 2 kills afterwards. And now, you know, you've still got that Desolator, so any sort of towers are going to melt.
Yeah, I was focusing on kind of the top side of the fight, but you could definitely tell that the Mars was in there just splitting it up in half. It was like, oh, where's the Coddle? What's happening? Like, where's the Will-O-Wisp? Because it's been such an integral part of all of these team fights. And without the Will-O-Wisp, they didn't get a very good Static Storm down either, right? It was on the OD for a little bit, but they didn't really have the full control. And goes to show that Ocean can definitely still put up a fight, though it's going to be a long road back for them this game. Though, you know, maybe the Mars, he's got the Aghanim Scepter picked up already. He's got the Rapier queued up. Ola's a man with a plan. Gonna try and put his team on his back.
Yeah, gets the DD as well, so he's keen to start to contest some of these runes here. He's gonna get this one uncontested, but...
Oh, Puck?
Yeah, I mean,
how much damage is this if he actually gets to hit him? Oh, don't let him don't let him get you. Oh, he's pinned. Couple of hits. All right, nice Yules from YDS. That's going to open the space that they need. Can they keep this Mars here? He's going to pop the BKB and just run for it. He sees that the troll has respawned. Okay, I can't afford to go down here. I mean, he does have a buyback, but really cannot afford to use it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about these previous team fights, who is it that's actually won them, most of them, on Keen's side? It's been the Keeper of the Light, so great target prioritization. It seems like they've only got the one BKB on this Mars on Ocean side, so being blinded up by the Keeper is such a huge deal for them and really negates anything that they're able to do for 5-6 seconds. So being able to take him out first and foremost means that gave them a chance and they were able to snowball with it.
But Keen should still be able to hold on to the entire map. Roshan could respawn in about 20 seconds time, so this is a really dumb moment to potentially take a fight. They should definitely just kind of farm it out, because otherwise there's really no big objective that Ocean can take if Keen lose a fight. But if you're taking a fight right as Roshan could be respawning, that could definitely give Ocean more of a window back into this game. But Keen, the line's being drawn from Afu to just kind of go and take over the Dire jungle, which I think is the right idea.
Really quick Roche respawn as well.
Oh wow, yeah, just a couple of seconds. We've got a Vlad's picked up for the Chen, so going to be a lot of lifesteal coming in for the Mars now. I didn't have anything before this point. And, okay, Roche is respawned. Dire know it. Keen have also checked it. There's an Aegis Cheese and an Aghanim's Blessing available. So you were talking about it for the Bristle. I mean, Disruptor's still a long way away, actually, so it could be absolutely game-breaking on the Disruptor or even the Puck at this point. So, need to keep our eyes out for that.
Handy. Yeah. Got a couple of Chen creeps just moving forward to try and scout things out, but they're going to get dealt with pretty easily.
Ooh. Okay, Mars wants this. Oh no, hello? Am I still here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're good.
I'm frozen. Okay, alright, the game's back. I don't want to miss this Mars Rapier. He's almost got it, but they're already in the Roche. Keen looking like they're going to get this uncontested, so they're going to have to figure out what's happening with the Ags. I don't think YDS is close enough to justify not giving it to him, but as I say that...
He's got it.
Yeah, the Puck's grabbed it. Yeah, okay.
And Ola, he wishes he was level 25. You know, if this game was 2 minutes into the future, he would have bought up that tome, and that 80% God's Rebuke crit would be huge for him.
Yeah. He's got the Rapier, though.
You've got this E-Blade as well on the Keeper of the Light, so we'll see how that's going to impact the team fight. Are you going to be able to block out any sort of dual damage that might be coming through?
Alright, they've seen the Rapier. They're just waiting out here in Fog. I think they were hoping to get an easier jump, but Mars definitely not the target that you want to be going on with the Abyssal Blade or anything like that. And they have to know that the OD is going to be there to force staff in and save, so they're just camping their vision. Keen need to, I think, for their own sake, they just need to close this one out convincingly, right? They don't have any wins in the league just yet, so this would be a great series win for them. Big confidence boost, and they're so far ahead that really this game should be all theirs, but there's still that possibility that Ocean could bring it back.
They're hoping that they will just be able to delay it that extra 40 seconds. He needs that Tome of Knowledge on Ola.
Yeah, they're trying to give him the experience, but it's a really big level to try and get. Oh, Trolls found one! With that double damage, they had the vision moving too far forward on the Willow. Does have a buyback available. Uses that now. Ola going into the backlines. He's found the Disruptor. Being saved by Afu for now. Can they actually keep him alive? He's going to self-Yules. And now the coil has been broken. Mars gets that dispelled off immediately. Great play by the Legion. Keeping the Mars alive for a little bit longer, but this Will-O-Wisp is the problem. Self-Yules on the Willow, buying a few more seconds, but they still just can't deal with the shiny ball. They do lose the Disruptor. He's bought back, and YDS running over. BKB still available for the Troll.
Level 25. Here we go.
Yep. Always got the extra crit. What are the numbers?
350%.
Yep. 2.1k crit. Yeah, 2.2k crit. Pretty nice. Oh, jumping forward. Damage on Eric. He pops everything, but now he's just getting kited back inside of the base. Not the best targeting. Does have the Aegis, tries to pop the Abyssal Blade onto the OD, but now he gets Yules up. They're not going to get the stun. BKB from the OD on the front lines. Legion Commander getting protected. Also kind of getting controlled. Bristleback looking for the opportunity. The Static Storm's being dropped down. Here comes the duel. Not necessarily the best target. They want this Troll Warlord dead. The E-Blade keeping him alive a little bit longer. This Dream Coil snaps on the OD, and they don't have the save this time around. No Dispel. Troll Warlord is dead. Another imprisonment. Ola looking for his targets. One shots Afu pretty much. That's a double kill for him so far. Bristleback doing what he can. His BKB starting to wear low, but Mars a little bit light on the mana. And there is a glimpse to bring him back. He's trapped. Bristleback getting out of the stuns, and that is going to be the Rapier hitting the deck in just a second. Ocean, can they save him? Rapier on the ground.
Chen's got it.
Chen's got it. He's taking it back to his Mars. Bristleback still just focusing on the racks. There is still a range racks to claim top, so this isn't going to be mega creeps just yet. Bristle with his halberd doesn't have to be too worried. The racks expires before Mars can spear him to it. And now they're glimpsing the Mars around. Doesn't have the BKB. Good blink away. It's just a 3v3 currently. Everybody else watching on from the sidelines as Puck realizing that they still need this final Rax building. Spear gonna be pushing the Bristleback back. Should be enough damage. Bristle now dead. Coil coming out, but they've actually got the full lane. Puck, can he get the blink away? He does have a phase shift. Blink's off cooldown for the Legion Commander to chase, though. So heading after him. Ola, same story. Puck, very low on mana, but Mars realizing that he's required back in the base. There are way too many siege creeps here, all just plinking away at the Ancient.
Mars, just with a flick of his wrist, gets rid of most of them. But yeah, it's a lot to deal with. Dying, honestly, wasn't the worst thing for the Mars. They just wouldn't let him go back to the base to get his mana, so buying back actually meant that he was fighting fit once more. But, man, this poor OD, I'm not seeing him get more than maybe 2 right-clicks off, so the full potential of that Sanity's Eclipse is never being realized.
Yeah, the Astral is useful, but you didn't pick this hero just to have Astral, right? The plan was definitely, oh hey, this is like in theory good at shredding the Bristleback. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the Troll Warlord and maybe get some one-shots or something. That has not been realized at all.
Yeah, not the case at all, which is a real shame because you've had some great individual plays coming through from the Legion Commander, as you mentioned, immediately dispelling that Ag's Dream Coil that was popped onto the Mars.
Yeah, that was a nice little bit of team play, actually. The Mars, like, okay, I just have to break this, and I have to trust that my Legion Commander is going to instantly be there. But, well, if one Rapier couldn't cut it, Ola's planning on a second. Oh, what's he got? He's looking for Afu. Mech gets popped. This is a dangerous place to be. That is the Aghanim's Static Storm, keeping the Mars controlled here. They've also got the Dream Coil. He gets the BKB off, but this should just be a retreat. Though here comes that Dream Coil snap. TZY dispelling him, but the Glimpse still coming back, and Erica waiting for him. That's the Rapier hitting the deck once again. Wand for a Rapier upgrade. Have to be happy with that one. Bristle's looking for more. They get the Legion Commander follow-up kill, and with that, that should be Keen taking this series, getting their first series win here in CDA, and in very convincing fashion at that.
Yeah, what a sigh of relief to be able to pick that one up. I think that actually moves them ahead into 9th position now, above Ocean, with that 2-0 victory. So, a much more convincing display, much more team fight focused, you know, denying out a lot of these key heroes that are quote-unquote in the meta. Dragon Knight, not for them. Timbersaw, not for them. They're happy to go for their team fight heavy style, and it seems like it's working for them. So hopefully they can keep it up with the remaining games they have.
For sure. So they've got what 2 series left, right? Because they're
Home and Newbie.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like I'm going to be cheering for them. When are those matches? I think they're in the last 2 days, right? Yeah, so they have a little bit of a break now, at least for CDA. I think they might be playing in the other, some of the other leagues that are going on. But yeah, big congratulations to Keen. I think Ocean played well. I would say that the drafting may be letting them down a little bit in both games, from my perspective.
I agree. You know, it never really seemed like at some stage of the game this Dark Willow was going to do something that was really going to turn things around. You know, Disruptor, always a threat of coming online with the Ag Static Storm. Keeper of the Light, fantastic at all periods of the game. Willow, good laning and good catch, and I suppose you could disrupt a few team fights, but there were so many BKBs coming out on Keen's side that it felt like they didn't really care. They could just shrug it off and keep going.
For sure. The OD pick just felt like it got so baited. Like, how much damage did he actually do in the end? Was it decent?
I don't think it was.
No, he did 17k hero damage. Yeah.
It was not the OD game, that's for sure. I think some of that has to be put onto him. They put all of their eggs into the Ola basket at the end of the day, but you can only do that so much without being punished when you've got multiple heroes capable of doing a ton of damage. You know, we think about the Bristleback and the Troll Warlord as being the ones to carry this game. It was that early Dagon 5 on the Puck that did a ton, leading the damage only behind the Mars that had, level 25, had Divine Rapier, and was critting left, right, and center.
And the Puck was picked before the OD, right? It was like Ocean still wanted to stick to their guns. They thought that the OD was still going to be a good pick, but the Puck had an amazing lane, an amazing game, and really made life miserable for OD at all points. So
I mean, it seems very similar to what happened in game 1, right?
Yeah.
They picked the monkey after the Necro came out, and then it's like, well,
and then lose the mid lane. Yeah.
why? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That makes life very hard. So that's going to wrap it up for us for tonight, and I believe that wraps it up for you for the next couple of days, right? You're off.
I'm off tomorrow and Friday, and I'll be back Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, awesome. So don't worry, guys. I will be joined by Winter, I believe. So I'll be back.
Chan.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, actually. And we are getting into some pretty heavy days. You've actually dodged some of the busier days. We've got today we only had the one best of 3. If anyone's still wondering about Sparking Arrow versus Vici, that was postponed or canceled. We're still waiting to find out exactly what's happening with that. But tomorrow we have 3 best of 3s coming your way, so long as Sparking Arrow is ready to play. We got Sparking Arrow versus Newbie, we got IG versus Vici, and we've got RNG versus PSG LGD. So some great matchups there. Thank you all so much for watching. Danog,
I think that's actually like the top 6 teams. They're all playing tomorrow, which is
Yeah.
pretty hype.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You're right. It is like all of the top 6.
Yeah. Well, my good wishes go out to the player or players on RNG. Sorry, not on RNG, on SAG Sparking Arrow that are maybe feeling a bit under the weather. Hopefully they can be on the mend soon. I still want to see that series against Vici.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if we're going to be able to reorganize it or not. And yeah, they've been playing really well throughout this league throughout. So it'd be a shame for it to be curbed by something completely out of their control.
Yeah, especially since I think every game so far has been played. I don't know if there's actually been any forfeits or anything like that, but
Don't believe so.
yeah. All right, guys, that wraps it up for us. I imagine that we probably have some other Dota to send you to. Yeah, ESL is on, so go and check that out. We've got Navi versus Team Spirit just getting underway. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks, Danog, for joining. We'll catch you again on Saturday. Go and hit this man up on social media. It's just at Danog Dota at Twitter, right?
Yep. That'll do.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
all I need.
All right, and we'll do maybe a very short plug for the OEDL as well. Oceanic Esports stuff going on this week, next week, all the time. If you want to watch a little bit of Oz Dota, then go and check some of that out. But thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully catch you tomorrow or catch you on a broadcast sometime soon.